Hey everybody, good morning. Happy 11/11. Woo! We're doing it. So as a lot of you know, and maybe some of you don't know, today is kind of a big energy day for those of us in this field, and I've been hearing a lot about it over the past months. Um, One of the main things that I wanted to talk about today, really quick, is just oh, Carmel wants to say happy 11/11 too. Okay, I guess not anymore. She I wanted to talk about how when you're feeling like a victim, so talking about the victim space and the victim triangle. Someone's a victim, someone's a perpetrator, someone's the savior. So it's a real typical scenario. You feel victimized, you get upset, you go talk to your friend, and so that's the triangle right there. You're the victim, your friend is the savior, and whoever you're mad at is the perpetrator. And what happens when we just stay in this triangle repeatedly, is we just keep passing the energy around and we don't really resolve anything within ourselves. And so if you feel like the victim on any level, if you are mad at someone or have bad feelings toward people or a group of people, then you are in the victim triangle. And today is a really great day to get out of that. And I'm going to tell you how to get out of it. So, the first thing that you want to do is you want to realize that you're in it. Obviously, like everybody knows this is a step, you know, accept that you are not, what you're doing isn't working. So, if you find yourself saying things a lot like, you hurt my feelings, or she did this, or he did this, you know, my ex is a bad person, or whatever, like basically you're taking and you're judging other people and you're putting your energy into those situations. And so, what that does is it actually takes away from your ability to manifest and to be happy. And that's the part of it that I don't think most people know, because it's really accepted in our society to be like, oh, that person hurt my feelings, you're rude, you offended me, whatever. But the truth of the matter is, those are just sort of societal constructs that we've been fed by various sources, mostly media and movies and things, and saying that we have to act a certain way so that we don't trigger other people. And I don't believe that at all. I have believed it in the past, but it hasn't gotten me anywhere good, I'll tell you that. And I used to really try hard to be a good person. And no matter how hard I tried and no matter how much I controlled my urges to like really be mad, someone was always offended and someone was always upset with me. And I really just got super discouraged and depressed. And a lot of you know that, I went through a pretty suicidal time when I was younger. And that just doesn't work. And so getting out of that, the first step is realizing that you're in it. And I I think I could venture to say that most of us, probably 85 to 90% of us in this society, are in it to a level. And I fell into it last week. It's a really easy trap to fall into because a lot of people want to kind of run that program, and I felt I wanted to defend myself. So the second piece is, if you feel like you need to defend yourself or you want to prove that you're right and someone else is wrong, you're in ego. That's only ego. There's no reason. Nobody is right or wrong. We're all just doing our best. And so when you want someone else to apologize to you, when you want someone else to say, you know, um, you're right, I, did everything wrong and you did everything right, that's just your ego. Because if you feel like you're right within yourself, you don't need anybody else to validate that for you. If you really know that you did your best and that you acted with love and compassion as best you could, and if you didn't, then that's up to you if you want to apologize for that and take responsibility. But it's not up to anybody else to heal that for you. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I'll try to go back around to it at the end. So, That's the second thing. And Eckhart Tolle is one of my favorites for dealing with ego related issues. If you think you might have some ego stuff to clear, check out his work, because he helped me get through a lot of my ego stuff. And I'm not saying I'm over it, but the third thing, and I think probably the final step, is forgiveness and compassion. So if you're feeling like somebody else hurt your feelings, then sorry, Carmel's decided to come up and add her 2 cents and just get all in the middle of the video. Hi. So forgiveness, because as we know, and you can see my incense is going because I'm just in the zone this morning. If when you're mad at someone else, you're really mad at yourself, because everyone else mirrors you. So the people in your life mirror different aspects of who you are. So if someone comes into your life and, okay, just for an example, when I got into my little ego trap last week, the person that was mad at me said basically in a 6 point dossier that I was a bad person, and just said, like, if we, you know, I'm not going to go into the details because I don't, it's not about that. It's just an example. So, in all love and sincerity, I thanked her afterwards, because when she sort of told me I'm wrong, and she's right, and I'm a bad person, I cause drama and I'm not reliable and stuff that I don't really think is true, but there was this little tiny part of me that really kind of agreed with that. And I was like, oh, maybe I am a bad person. Maybe I am unreliable. And it kind of like hurt my feelings, but she didn't hurt my feelings. She touched my existing wound and brought out that pain. And so if you choose to look at it that way, let other people bring out your pain, go within, look at it. Why do I think I'm not a good person? Where does that come from? And I was able to trace it back to some inner child stuff, which I've been working on a lot, and a lot of us are working inner child stuff. And also know, just as a point of interest, that all of your damage and wounds, your original wounds, are from birth or conception to age 7. So anything that happens after age 7, I'm sorry, I can't, she just got up here. Anything that happens after the age of 7 is a repeat of something that happened before that. That's just what I've learned. I've seen it to be true over many, many client sessions and observations. So just, I believe that. So I believe that all of our wounds are inner child wounds. And so my inner child, for some reason, and I know why, but I'm not going to share my whole story today, um, thought that she was not a good person. And my inner child thought all of those things were true. And so when I really followed that rabbit hole all the way down, then I was able to see the wound and I was able to address it. And my way of healing my inner child is just that I just go down there and I look at it, and then I talk to my inner child the way that I would want it to be talked to at that age. And it's very healing, and it's kind of easy, honestly, but it's a hard journey to get there. So just be easy with yourself. And so the step 3 and 4, sort of the final step, I'm sorry, I can't remember what number we're on. Forgive someone today. Just find somebody that you're mad at and forgive them. And it doesn't have to be the person that you're the most mad at. Like, start with the person maybe you're the least mad at, or somebody that did something to you in high school that you still haven't forgiven. Start taking your energy back, because when you are mad at people and you hold grudges, you are leaving a piece of you with them. And if you leave enough of pieces of yourself with other people, then you will be depleted all the time, and you will feel depressed and sad, and you will continue to attract situations where you feel like the victim. So to sum it all up, Carmel's helping us. Today, take a step, because it's a really powerful day. And if you can do this step today, you can really start to affect some major changes in a really good way. And so accept that it's all about you, spiritual narcissism, I like to call it. Address it within yourself and forgive. and forgive that person and start take your energy back and give them their energy back and be done with it, because it's hurting you to hold on to energy. It doesn't fit in your space. We are loving, like our bottom line basic essence is love. And so when we are angry and feeling hateful and like we want to hurt somebody else, it does not fit with our like program, original program. And so it will make you feel bad. It will eventually create disease. And if you don't have the Louise Hay Heal Your Body book, get it like today, because it's amazing. And there's some other really amazing books out there, I think, that I haven't gotten into, but just understanding that you create everything. And so if you've created a lot of people who are coming in and mirroring things about yourself that are hurting you, then that's your opportunity to turn on your flashlight and shine the light of awareness on those things. And it's your opportunity to clear them. So if you want to heal those wounds, you have to stop blaming other people. That's just, that's a simple energetic principle. Your pain is not anyone else's responsibility. And once you really get that, and then you start to realize the cool flip side of that is your happiness is completely up to you. It is not up to anyone else. And if someone else doesn't behave the way that you want to feel validated, that's not their problem. That's your problem, sort of. I mean, problem. It's your issue to address, you know? And so when someone is mirroring something for you that you don't like, then stop, take a couple of deep breaths, go within yourself and ask, what is this really about? And you might get, well, when I was 14, this thing happened. And that's fine. Like, follow that all the way. And whatever you get is totally valid. It might take a while to get to the inner child, which is totally fine. There's a lot of layers for some of us. And you got to start somewhere. So just start small and start today, because why not? And it's a great day to start. The energy is kind of intense and you get to choose how you want to use it. So let me know how it goes. I'm really excited to hear your story, and thank you for listening, and we'll talk again soon.